Well, the Ruth Institute promotes lifelong married love to college students and to others. We are a global nonprofit organization that helps people deal with the fallout of the sexual revolution. Particularly, we help people avoid divorce and recover from divorce. We help people deal with the hookup culture, all the things that you can think of that flow from the sexual revolution. So I'll be speaking at a plenary session on Thursday. I'll be talking about the sexual revolution and its victims, and I'll be giving everyone this pamphlet called Do You Know a Survivor of the Sexual Revolution? And I'll be talking about that pamphlet. And anybody who's watching this video can go to ruthinstitute.org and see this pamphlet, and you can preview it in case you want to buy it or something. Do you know a survivor of the sexual revolution? Well, that's kind of a rhetorical question because everybody does. Everybody knows somebody who's been harmed by the sexual revolution. So we open it up and we have this list of 12 different survivors of the sexual revolution. So we start off with children of divorce. That's the very most basic one that we talk about. We also talk about people who've been reluctantly divorced. That is, adults who's wanted to stay married, but their spouse ended the marriage. And at least under United States law, the government takes sides with the person who wants the marriage the least. So most people don't realize that, but most divorces are not by the consent of both people. So we talk about the reluctantly divorced person. We talk about the heartbroken career woman. That would be me. That's a person who has an education, has a great career, but they wait so long to start their families that they can't have as many children as they want, and sometimes can't have any children, sometimes aren't married. And so there's a lot of heartbreak that goes along with that career, but nobody ever talks about that part of it, So what we try to do as our overall strategy is to say, look, the sexual revolution has been sustained by the fact that people never hear anything negative about it. People don't hear the heartbreak from abortion or the heartbreak from having no children or the sadness of losing your parents to divorce. Nobody ever talks about those things. And so we feel that if people start speaking about that, it will really change the whole story about marriage and family in the sexual revolution. And so that's our goal. I know there are a lot of young people who want to love and want to be loved. I think everyone wants reliable love, but I think a lot of people don't believe it's possible, and a lot of people are frightened. And I understand that because many young people have been through divorce already. By the time they get to college, maybe their parents have been through 2 or 3 divorces, and they've experienced a lot of pain. And so those people, particularly, I want to speak to those people and to say that love is possible, and it's worth it. It's worth the effort. It's worth the trouble. And we hope that you'll join us and come see us at ruthinstitute.org. Look at our pamphlets, look at our literature, join some of our online forums, participate with us on Facebook, and just be part of the conversation so that you can be around people who do love and who have made marriage work in their lives and who want to help you. There are a lot of people my age who want to help you. They may not be your parents or your relatives, but they want to help you and they'll be there for you. If you're a survivor of the sexual revolution, we welcome you to join with us at the Ruth Institute. Please, please, please come on over to ruthinstitute.org. Join the Ruth Refuge. The Ruth Refuge is an online forum where people talk about their experiences with the sexual revolution. Look at our pamphlets. We have a whole series of pamphlets like this that are designed to help people understand what's happening. And then just be involved with us and with what we're doing. And the one thing that I would say to you, no matter where you are in the process of healing or the survivor process, no matter where you are, I would invite you to find something every day that you can be grateful for. Because gratitude will heal you, and gratitude will heal your family. If you can speak to your family about something every day, just make a plan that every day you're going to be grateful to every member of your family for something. Even if it's something really small, it doesn't matter. It will be good for your heart and it will heal you, and you will start to be an agent for changing your own family. So I can recommend that in good conscience to anyone, no matter where you are in the process of recovering from the sexual revolution. On our website, we have something called the 7 Steps to Sexual Peace. And if you go through those steps, you can see that they're trying to help you gradually face reality, get some relief from some of the things that you may have done, make amends to people, all of those kinds of things that everyone needs to do if they've been through this process. So if this is your situation, I would suggest that you go to the ruthinstitute.org and look for the 7 steps to sexual peace. And all that material's free. You can work the whole program online. If you're part of the Ruth Refuge online forum, you can talk to other people while you're doing it, and it can be done. Absolutely. We're all survivors. Actually, I'm a survivor, I did all these, about half the things on this pamphlet I did, and it wasn't easy to recover, My husband and I cohabited before we got married, which we shouldn't have done. I had an abortion in my 20s, which obviously I shouldn't have done, and had enormous problems as a result of that. I'm a heartbroken career woman. I mentioned that already. I used contraception for years. I did a lot of these things. And, little by little, as you see the moral law and you see the natural law, the more you align yourself with it, the happier you're going to be. And it can be a process. It takes a while to see it, but what you have to do is just put one foot in front of the other. There'll be one thing that'll be obvious to you, and so do that thing. Do that thing that's obvious to you, and don't worry about all the other things. Just do that one thing where you know it was wrong. Go start working on that, and then little by little keep taking those steps towards sexual integrity, and you can be a survivor. And we also know people who have survived from being children of divorce. One of my colleagues, Jennifer Johnson, she actually wrote most of the content for the pamphlet on children and divorce, and she's in the process of recovering. It can be long, it can be difficult, but gratitude and facing reality are the big steps that everyone has to take.